Hi everyone. There's this story that has been making the rounds about Segun Johnson dumping his girlfriend of 13 years. And I've seen a lot of videos, people reacting differently, some in favor of, well, I think very few people in favor of Segun Johnson. And most of the people that have reacted, they've reacted, in favor of the lady, most especially women supporting women. One thing I've realized about our women is that when it comes to, saying things the way they are, they are never there. You never find them there. You understand? They use emotions and everything. The same emotions they use with Regina Daniels, getting a young girl getting married to an old man like Nedu Nwoko. Same emotions they're using right now. You understand? And you see, in occupational health and safety, for those people who are very familiar with safety, when incidents and accidents happen, there are three, causes. You have the direct cause, you have the indirect cause, and you have the root cause. You see, Segun Johnson is just a direct and indirect cause of whatever may have happened. The root cause itself is the lady. No right-thinking lady. No right-thinking human being, as a matter of fact, irrespective of gender. Whether you're a man or whether you're a woman, why would you spend 13 years with a guy? What exactly was she thinking? What exactly are you doing with a man for 13 years? 13 years is a long time. It's a very long time. A lot of people don't even sit down to, to do the calculation, to do these things. We're not saying 13 hours. We're not saying 13 weeks. We're not saying 13 months. We're saying 13 years. And when I did the little mathematics, there are 156 months in 13 years. You spent 156 months of your life with a man waiting for what? The ring that never came. I've had a few people come up to me and tell me, oh, you see, that's why when people come to me and they come to me for matchmaking and all that, and a lot, especially our ladies, very common with our ladies, I think it's about the money. No, it's not about the money. There are times that they come up to my DM, oh, Miss Get Match, and so how much is your fee and all that? I tell her, okay, we'll talk about the fees later, but tell me about your past relationship. When did you start the relationship? At what point did you find out that, okay, this is no longer working my way and all that, I have to, find my way and all that. Most of the time, they begin to argue and all that. So, argue and argue. There was a lady that came to me, to the lady, you've dated 2 men in 8 years without anything to show for it. Gone, just like that. Do you understand? So one of the problems we have as a people is that we don't tell ourselves the truth. Let's call a spade, no matter whose ox is God. Most of the time, you want to blame Segun Johnson. Yeah, I'm not saying, naturally, you want to feel for her. You want to feel, oh, why would anyone treat the other person that way? But most of the time, these ladies know what they're getting themselves into. You know what you were getting into? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years, 156 months of your life gone just like that. Because of what? Because of the ring. That lady was just a placeholder for the woman that guy was expecting. And the interesting thing about this whole thing is even possible that all the while she was chilling with Segun Johnson and saying, okay, you know what? Okay, let me just be chilling. I know he's going to, pop the question. It's even possible that maybe there may have been some other guy, by the corner saying, babe, what's up now? I like you. I love you. I mean, let's go deeper. I want to propose to you. I want to marry you. But, she just feels, no, and all that. And you spend 13 years of your life with Segun Johnson. And they ended the whole thing with a text message. Was it a text message or a voice note? You can blame Segun Johnson all you want and all you can. But it was an accident waiting to happen. She has herself, she has herself to blame for it. I'm not Segun Johnson. But it's very easy to say, it was Segun Johnson. Oh, Segun Johnson. Because I've seen a lot of emotional comments. Hey, yeah, you couldn't have been more, but to do be knocking, you black like monkey, and all sort of comments. And I'm like, why all the emotions? If that lady was your sister, would you allow your own sister, your own blood sister, spend 13 years with a guy, wasting her life away just like that? Because that 13 years gone. You can't recover it. It's gone forever. And I pray to find someone, but a lot of women are on this table. They do not like to be told the truth. They don't like to be told the truth. They'll say the truth, but they want to just romance the lie. We've been together for a while now, blah blah blah, and all that. I know, I'm just giving it time, and you give it time, 5 years gone. Give it time, 10 years gone. Give it time, 13 years gone, just like that. At whose expense? At your own expense. And I hope a lot of our ladies will learn from this, but they hardly do. That's the thing. They hardly do. And I wish the lady best of luck. But for Segun Johnson, well, I think men will always be men. Oh my God, this is very, very funny. I know it's very hilarious, but it is what it is. I just hope, and I just hope she's learned her lesson, but she learned the hard way.